Money Vikings Collectibles. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining. Please hit that like and subscribe button if you wouldn't mind, and share the channel as we grow the channel and continue to deliver content on collectibles, investing, real estate investing, building wealth, all that kind of fun stuff, trading card games and box openings, all kinds of things. I just like to have a good time and enjoy collectibles and add some value to your wealth building and collecting journey. So appreciate you joining me. This is about DC books. I have a special place in my heart for DC books: Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Harley Quinn, etc. Are DC books about to heat up again? And I think we're going to answer that question here on this episode, and we're going to go through several books that I think are very good long-term investments, at least in my opinion. This is not investment advice, but this is what I'm investing in. As you all know, there's been a lot of drama in the DC universe lately. You probably know Henry Cavill is not being brought back as Superman. The Rock is out. There's all kinds of drama in terms of letting loose the old actors. And we all know that the value of the comics is influenced by what's going on in the movies and mass media and on TV. That definitely drives comic collectibles and comic sales. So there is a reboot, I should say. There's a reboot afoot. Basically check out the James Gunn video. He'll lay out everything that's coming out starting in 2025, but the big reboot of DCU, the DC universe. A lot of this has to do with competition. The Marvel Cinematic Universe, the MCU, has been quite successful in its ability to, interplay and connect the various worlds and all the different multiverses, as they call them. Whereas the DC Universe has had a hard time connecting the different worlds in an effective manner. So that's been the criticism, that the various franchises have not melded together and not interconnected as well as the MCU. And so this reboot that James Gunn talks about is supposed to solve that, and is supposed to be a reset and a foundation. Again, for comic collectors, we like to pay attention because the movies do drive demand, and there's just tons of announcements. I'm not going to go through them all, but James Gunn, you can YouTube it. It's all over. You can hear it right from him. It all launches in 2025 with Superman Legacy. And in this one, again, Superman, as we know, embodies truth, justice, and the American way. And, I don't think this is an origin story. I think this is going to talk about, dealing with a world that probably sees those values as old-fashioned. So I think that's actually kind of a cool angle, actually. And then I think that's followed up by The Brave and the Bold, which is introducing the Batman family, and apparently introduces a new Robin, which could be interesting. There's a lot of other TV series and other productions that are going to go on. You can just imagine there's so many characters out there. There's some sort of Swamp Thing going on, and just a number of other exciting, interesting projects. So with that, I think Justice League. This is Justice League #1. I particularly collect Alex Ross cover art. I think he's just an amazing artist, and I love the art. And again, that's my first rule of thumb, is really to enjoy the collectible. So I think that one's pretty cool. I'm interested to see how things with Robin go. So it's not this Robin, but this is a death in the family. This is the death of Robin. So that'll be interesting. Is Robin going to kind of pick up more popularity as The Brave and the Bold relaunches that character? So, and again, there's so much going on out there in the comic world, but I try to pick up keys whenever I can. I'll be and at an affordable price as well. That's also key. I'll also be interested to see if the Spawn reboot comes out, and if there's any connection with Batman, because of course you have the Spawn Batman thing that goes on. So that should be interesting right there. Lifelong fan of Superman, so I always think, I think Golden and Silver Age Supermans, of course, like this one for Bizarro, Action Comics 254. This one, of course, is not in the best condition, but this is an extremely ancient book, so it's amazing that it's even still around. But yeah, anything you can get from this era that's in good condition, to me seems to hold value pretty well. Again, the print runs weren't very high on these. Like, they were considered a throwaway thing. They weren't considered a collectible at all. Kids trashed them, and the mom threw them out later on when she was trying to clear the attic and clear the house out after the kids went to college. Get these comic books out of here. So there's not many of these around. So that's another thing that I'm going to be looking for as time goes on. This is Man of Steel 1. This was a relaunch here in the 80s, 6-part miniseries. I thought was pretty cool. Definitely has an 80s vibe. We got a lot of 80s outfits going on here, and I don't know, I just kind of really enjoy it. So I'm going to be looking for Superman keys, of course, and I'm going to hold on to Harley Quinn stuff. I'm not sure how she'll be introduced in this new world, but should be exciting. I think this is a classic book. I think the first Harley Quinn Batman Adventures 12 always seems to go up in value over time. And there's a few kind of interesting ones over the course of the series. I love this number 18 Harley Quinn, where they brought back the classic Detective Comics, Batman number 1, except that was Robin in the original from the 30s. So very interesting there. So, that's kind of a little preview. Go do your due diligence and research. But I guess the main thing I would be looking out for is if DC books start heating up again. And I imagine they will. I'll start teasing out some of the other key issues that will be featured as this unfolds. But I think there's an opportunity here for collectors and for the whole universe to kind of have a rethink, and I'm very excited about it. So we'll see. Hopefully they pull it off. They have a big job on their hands, and I'm sure the pressure is quite high. Hey, thanks a lot for watching, and catch you all later.